I got it.
Deceased. Is that actually it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm dead, honey.
Who are you?
Phyllis. But it is perfect. It's just the people were here that day.
Yeah. No, you just have, what, one group of people up there. Okay. Let's see. So we had too many conversations without recording anything.
The worst.
I know. Okay, so you didn't expect it. With all the hints, you knew that I was going to propose, but you thought I was going to just have a box, like an empty box.
No, not an empty box. Just like a fake proposal. Like, like gonna test it out kind of thing,
Yeah.
Like practice.
A practice
Maybe.
proposal.
Maybe.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. That's what I mean. I don't know. I was like, oh, this is pretty. I was like, this looks like a place that you could propose. So maybe you're just showing it to me.
Looking at rings with you and then just showing you a place that looks like nice to propose.
Maybe. I don't know. Because it was on the way to Carowin. So I was like, okay. Yeah.
Was Carowinds the right place to go after the proposal?
It's one I've been wanting to go to museum. I can't, honey. I can't be. But yeah, I'm shy. I'm too shy.
And recently I've had a chance to go and chase some of my dreams that I've had since I was a teenager. I'm going to be going to Japan for around a year to study the language and the culture. Of course, I was going to put some natural strain on the relationship, and so I took some time to contemplate, do I propose before Japan and let her know how committed I am, or do I propose afterwards, after we've made it through it, and not necessarily caging her in while I'm just gone for a year. Talking to her about it, it seemed like she'd be okay if I proposed before I left, and I can't lie, selfishly I wanted to know that I would be coming back into her arms. And I spent a couple days scouting, looking around, trying to find the perfect place to propose. I felt like it should have beautiful greenery, running water, and little to no people around. This fitted the bill perfectly, but something I didn't think about was all of the bugs that would be attracted to such a natural place. And while I could deal with it, I didn't want us to be remembering our proposal as, man, the days afterwards that we were so itchy from all the bug bites and that kind of stuff, or slipping and falling into the water. That would be cute, and I think I could remember that fondly. Yeah, I'm not completely sure if she would. After kind of coming to that realization, I was starting to feel a little bit desperate. I was starting to freak out a bit, and I was asking her to get some ideas on what her favorite places around DC were, and she was not helpful in any way. So I gave her best friend a call, and her best friend was mentioning that we could do it in Japan. They're going to be visiting Japan while I'm there, and it would be a beautiful and almost perfect place to propose. After that call, I was pretty sure I was going to propose to her in Japan, but eventually I started to think more about the fact that we wouldn't be able to spend time together afterwards, not as much time as I would like, and we wouldn't be able to navigate being an engaged couple together. We would be doing it separately, and there's a few things I know that we're going to have to navigate. And so I want to be here to help her and support her through that, as well as for me to get and take her support. But with that, I finally had enough reason to go and visit a spot that was 2 hours away. It was a 4-hour drive just to go look and make sure that the place was perfect. I did stop at the museum on the way. The place was beautiful, perfect. It was Japan, running water, greenery. I found the spot. Both of us had a box that we wanted to tick before getting engaged, though. She wanted to make sure that we were travel compatible, and I wanted to make sure that we could live together in harmony. For our 1-year anniversary, we took a trip to a place that we have both been really wanting to visit, Rome. And shortly after that, we went to Seattle. She planned the Rome trip, and despite me getting food poisoning on the first night, we had a great time, and she agreed that we were travel compatible. But also it was nice that I had the chance to then do the Seattle trip. Since I lived in Seattle for 8 years, I went ahead and planned that trip all out, and I think we had fun. And so it was further confirmation of us being travel compatible in my eyes, especially since, I was the one planning this. We've been living together for a few months now, and we found some of the little things. We've adjusted, and there's been no drama. So I'd say we check that box too. I wrote it down. It was June of last year, so about a year ago, that I knew I wanted to marry her. I also knew I didn't want it to be suspicious when I was actually getting the ring. So we've been kind of looking at rings since then. Weekend we were over at James Allen in DC, and she was telling me how, after I'd already bought this ring that I'm about to show you, how she wanted a gold ring. But since I was looking at silver rings, she was starting to be like, oh, I want ours to match. And so I told her, maybe rose gold. Maybe we should get rose gold. That works good on you. It looks good on me. And it's also what I had already bought. And what makes this moment even funnier is last night, I was continuing to tell the world where I haven't bought a ring yet. And I sent her a link to a random ring on James Allen, and she started going through their website, and she picked out a ring. There we go. She picked out a ring that she really liked, and she sent it to me, and it was the first time that she has ever sent me a ring, and it happened to be the ring that I bought. So I'm glad, and it was for the same reasons that she has been wearing this ring that I got her on our second date. I gave it to her because I had originally bought it for me, but it just really wasn't fitting my hand at all. And our third date was going to be at the Sakura Cherry Festival in DC. And so it felt like, oh, it was perfect to give to her so she could use that with her outfit. And she's worn it pretty much every day since, and so I wanted to pay homage to that ring. And yeah, there you go. Okay, now I have another case for this that I want to put it in. Oh, look at it, so beautiful. I can't wait to give it to you, honey. Okay, so this is the James Allen box, and it fits nicely. It's great. I'm not crazy about the color red, and the logo inside. To continue with the cherry blossom theme though, I did buy this ring holder, and I just tried to put the ring in, but even with the ring all the way down, there's just not enough room in here. But I do really like this case, so I might cut this up in a way that I can lay the ring flat. And then if I really don't want to use this case, I do happen to have this green velvet box that I got because it was her favorite color. I wanted us to have some celebration time alone, together, just us. That was a little bit difficult at home because we have a roommate who also happens to be her brother. So I started to ask Gabbie if there was anything that she wanted to do, kind of required us to get a hotel. We have both been talking about going to an amusement park together for a while. There's some in the area, but they're not so good. She found one that was a bit further away where we would need to get a hotel, and it looked pretty great. Since this was kind of the first location that Gabbie suggested, and the only suggestion I've ever gotten from her for a location, including where to eat or anything, it seemed like the right thing to do. I love amusement parks. She loves amusement parks. When I was living in an RV, one of my fondest memories was going to Orlando and getting a season pass and going to Universal every weekend. As a teenager, my parents got a season pass in Six Flags Chicago, and we went almost every weekend. And I have a lot of fond memories of Great America in the Bay Area. So I'm really looking forward to the amusement park and celebrating at the amusement park with her.
Sorry, it took me so long.
Or something.
I picked this place because it wasn't very busy when I was there, but for some reason this day it was extremely busy, and it was impossible to even really get the bridge. We waited quite a while before we were able to selfishly hold the bridge. Thank you, honey.
Why are you cold as hell?
Why am I cold? I don't know, maybe nervous.
How are you supposed to click it?
Huh? It's camera.
Huh?
It's camera.
Oh, you have a button?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, okay.
I got it.
Deceased. Is that actually it? Mm-hmm. I'm dead, honey.
Who are you?
Phyllis.
Oh man. So used to putting rings on that hand.
No. I wonder if I can nervous. I'm dead. I thought you just wanted a photo shoot.
No.
No worries, honey.
Afterwards, we explored the rest of the park together. And then we drove off into the sunset together. when we got to the hotel, I had to do the cliche thing of making a heart. I used some plastic cherry blossoms that I found on Amazon. We spent the next day at Carowinds, riding one of the most extreme thrill roller coasters out here, and we also got a wonderful photo. And then I had Gabbie take me to the urgent care room because my rash was getting worse and we didn't know yet what it was. On the way home, we stopped by the park again to get some better beauty shots since we were kind of overwhelmed last time we were here.
There's literally nothing. But it is perfect. It's just that the people were here that day.
Yeah. No, you just have, what, one group of people up there?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So, we had too many conversations without recording anything.
The worst.
I know. Okay, so you didn't expect it. With all the hints, you knew that I was going to propose, but you thought I was going to just have a box, like an empty box.
No, not an empty box. Just like a fake proposal. Like, like gonna test it out kind of thing,
Yeah.
Like practice.
A practice
Maybe.
proposal.
Maybe.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. That's what I mean. I don't know. I was like, oh, this is pretty. I was like, this looks like a place that you could propose. So maybe you're just showing it to me.
Looking at rings with you and then just showing you a place that looks like nice to propose.
Maybe. I don't know. Because it was on the way to Carowinds. So I was like, okay. Yeah.
Was Carowinds the right place to go after the proposal?
It's one I've been wanting to go to amusement park. I can't, honey. I can't be. But yeah, I'm shy. I'm too shy.
You know, you didn't really actually say yes. You said...
You want to take it back?
What did you say?
Deceased?
No. I forgot what you said. Yeah. Now, will you marry me?
Yes. I'm done.
I heard this was a good proposal spot.
It's not even the same spot.
Do you want to do it in the same spot? I can propose a third time.
You mean the fourth thing?
It is, yeah, the fourth time.
The fifth.
Fifth? I think fourth. Are you counting the will you marry me? Yeah. I guess that is a proposal. Yeah, the fifth time. I might be obsessed about you.
No.
Hold it. Hold it.
Kind of fake as fuck, but you know. Ooh.
I got 5 milfs in my area who's trying to hook up. You're my girl next door. Hey, are you up?
Emma.
I got